Hey everyone, back again with another average review. This time we are looking at the toybiz Hulk Classics War Hulk. Although I do not have the weapons or armor, I feel like this figure works fine just without him. This will be a bit more in-depth of a review than the Green Goblin because, well, I know how to do it this time. So, let's start with a comparison between two other fairly average figures I have. Here he is compared to the toybiz Green Goblin from the last video and the Marvel Legends X-Men Vintage Wave Cyclops figure, which uses the Bucky Cap body mold. And then here he is compared to the Marvel Legends 20th Anniversary Hulk. There's a lot of figures that use the body mold, so they're about the same as this one. Yeah. You can see the 20th anniversary is a bit larger due to the, fact that this is an older figure from a Marvel Legends spin-off line, and this is an anniversary figure from the main Marvel Legends line, made by Hasbro instead of toybiz, which makes a big difference in a lot of points. Speaking of points, let's move on to the points of articulation of this guy. We're actually going to go a little bit more in depth. So, for the articulation on the toybiz Hulk, we have him laid down like this, just so that, it's easier to see. He has a ball joint leg, which can move up, down, right, and left on both ones. It also has a thigh swivel thanks to the ball joint, and a single hinged knee joint. The foot can move up and down and side to side a little. And also, there's a little bit of toe articulation, but not as good as the Green Goblin. I think he might have some sort of torso twist here, but I just can't do it. He has an ab crutch which goes up, down, and side to side. His head can move up and down and turn because it's also on a ball joint. Arms can move up, down, right and left. Little swivel here. Just like the legs, single hinged arm joint. Hands can move side to side, up and down. Now, the finger joints are actually different on this guy. He has one pair of joints that's just three of them molded together, and the other is a pointer finger and a thumb. On the other finger isn't molded into here, but it's basically the same. So, now let's get on to the other thoughts about this figure. My overall thoughts on this figure are pretty simple, but before that, just want to tell you some personal things about this figure. I've had it for a while, heck, before I even knew what Marvel Legends was. Got it from a local comic book shop, which I still visit a lot recently, And, yeah. Also, he has this weird little button on the back right here, which moves his arms. I believe that was a feature which had to do with the, weapons he originally came with, because this figure, I believe, was based on something where Hulk was crowned as one of the four horsemen of the apocalypse by, Apocalypse, where he was War. I don't know if that happened in the comics or if they just made that up, but still an interesting idea. Overall, when taking into account all the factors, such as articulation, height, overall looks, I have to say, it personally gets an 8 out of 10 for me. I'd say a bit of that is because of the nostalgia I have for this figure, but I feel like the docking points are because it's a little small compared to normal Marvel Legends, and also because, it's a bit out of frame, but, this guy is just way better. But, next time, depending on if I get the chance to tomorrow, we'll either be reviewing the DC Universe Classic Superman vs. Parasite 2-pack, or the Marvel Legends Silver Centurion Walgreens exclusive. Just want to mention, I didn't actually get it from Walgreens. So, depending on which I decide to do tomorrow, we'll just have to see. I'll be seeing you tomorrow with another average figure review. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. And anything in between.